Hey, community. So I just want to talk to you about something really quick. I think something that happens to us often is we get into things, we get really excited, and then there's this part where I think we kind of quietly quit on ourselves. And this is a little reset for you. It shouldn't take you too long. I just want you to understand what's happening. Like, let's really talk about this idea of the dip in the work. So you may not even realize it. And this is how subtle it is because as we do things that's important to us, sometimes we also get a little scared and nervous and overwhelmed. And we find other ways to slow down. So that might look like missing a day in the challenge. That might look like all of a sudden there's all this busy work, all these fires to put out, all these things to do. You might start to feel like, okay, well, I'll catch up, I'll do it another day, but you never really come back on to get on here to do the thing. That's the part that's quietly happening, and it's really you pulling back. And you may not even have called it quitting, but something slowed down. And I want to talk about that actually because it's not what you think, but it is something that I think you need to know. It's something that we all feel. Let me move me out the way. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo. Right? We all know this feeling. We sign up for the gym, for example. Like, let's use that as an example. The first day we fired up, baby. Especially if we get out the house, we got the cute outfit. Like, we are all about it, right? Maybe day two was still showing up. Day three, you're like, maybe I'm gonna not get out of bed today, right? Like, I could afford to like miss a day. And this is that spot here. This is that spot where all of a sudden it's hard to get out of bed. This is that spot where, everything else feels important. This is that spot where other people ask you to do things and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do that, or that feels like it needs to happen, or whatever the case is. It's the stuff that gets in the way when we decide to start something new or pursue something that we really want to do. And I really want to point it out because this is not about like discipline. It's not even really about motivation. It's not about you not wanting it. So what is it? Here's the thing, right? Your nervous system gets activated when you do things, and it does what it's trained to do, which is to protect you from being seen. Because we don't always talk about this, but there's a cost to visibility. It means you have to take a risk. You have to take a risk of being out there, being on screen, for example, or going out into the community, or calling people, or reaching out. And for some of us, that's actually a tough ask because I think most of us have a bit of like introverted energy, right? Even me, like I'm always out there, you'll see me, but it's really not like my most favorite thing to do. A lot of times I'd rather be in the cut, but I know that I need to be present, right? And visibility really asks you to prioritize yourself and be present. And for us, that's really tricky because that perceived threat of somebody like judging us or even us judging ourselves, like, can I do this thing? Can I really make it happen? It tends to make us pull back because our nervous system doesn't want to deal with the fear of failing, the discomfort that comes from being judged because we're putting ourselves out there or talking about the thing that we do. So, it means that we start to pull back a little bit. Right. And then for us as, especially of like women of color, for us as like problem solvers, for us as wherever you fall, maybe you're the oldest or the most responsible, whatever the case is, we've also been conditioned where everybody else's needs comes first. And that means that ours play second to last. So that means as things kick up or other people come into the picture and they have needs and wants and asks of you, it's also way easier for you to say yes to them than to keep you at the forefront and make decisions from that place. But honestly, every day you show up, even just by checking in, even just by looking or paying attention or doing, that is a win for you. And that's you really changing your wiring in this relationship with prioritizing what I want and trusting that I can put myself out there and tolerate like the discomfort in that space, whether or not I'm aware of it, because most of us are not. We may be aware of what feels like a motivation thing, right? Like all of a sudden, I don't want to do it. It might feel like an energetic thing, like, now I'm tired. It might feel like I'm always inconsistent, right? It might feel like time, procrastination, perfectionism. But all of that is your system trying to protect you from something. There's a fear that you have there and it's protecting you from that, right? So, That may be something to figure out what that is, but I just want you to know that is what's happening. And you're probably going to see it instead first by these things, right? The things that you do or don't do is really what I should say, right? And again, it's going to happen after that excitement, after your body and mind really catches up to like, oh, we're really doing a thing, you know? So in mindfulness, we don't expect your mind to stay focused. Like mindfulness is this task of bringing yourself back to the thing. And that's the skill I think I want to lend to you, right? Like when we teach clients mindfulness and we use it in our work, and when I practice it, it's like if you think about meditation, meditation is a form of mindfulness where you're focusing on whatever it is for the moment, you're tuning everything else out. Our mind tends to wander. We tend to think about all the things. Like a lot of people will say, I'm not good at meditating because I get distracted easily. That's not what this is. Mindfulness is actually the practice of bringing yourself back. So we know your mind is going to think about your to-do list or what am I making for dinner or who's going to pick up the kids, right? But when that comes up, you notice it, but then you bring your mind back to where you want it to be, right? So it's the practice of bringing yourself back over and over and over again. That's what mindfulness is. And that's what I'm going to ask you to practice with this challenge and practice with anything that you want to do that's really big, right? So at this point in the challenge, right, we are at that dip where some of us have checked out. We didn't fully check in, but I want to lend you this skill. Okay. And I don't want you to see it as I'm behind or something is wrong. I just want you to come back in. And I want you to think about your one thing that's going to help you to re-enter this challenge, which is really challenging you to be more present, to prioritize self, to go after the things that are important to you, to take risks, and to just be and take up space, right? And change some things for you. So go back to the last assignment that you didn't finish, whatever day that was, and do that one step. Maybe it's the beginning. Maybe it's I've kind of been following along, but not really doing it. So you know what? I'm going to come back here because this feels comfortable to me. This feels good to me, or this is hard for me. And that's where I'm going to start. Just pick one step and then post it in the community with the words re-entering. So if you're back in the game and you're coming back, this is your invitation to come back. Put re-enter or re-entering in the comments for me. So that tells us that coming back is important to you, right? And that's it. Just like that, you're back in. So you don't have to worry about what I missed, what I didn't do, all the noise and distractions. All you have to do is notice that that has happened to you in this space with me now as I'm talking to you about it. Acknowledge where you are, right? And then just tell yourself, okay, I'm going to come back to this. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to put my energy. Okay. And that's it. Just like that, you come back in. And that is your practice today. So I hope this makes sense. And I'll just recap for you again. When we're doing big and important things, it's typical for us to get really excited about it. But then when that catches up to us in terms of what it means to us on a deep level, and that isn't just the thing that we want, it's also the fears and the worries and what that means to us when that gets together. The fears tend to slow us down, right? It's like the power gets cut on the engine, or like you're moving through quicksand and all of a sudden we're slowing down. And sometimes we'll talk ourselves out of things, but this is an easy invitation to come back in, which is simply deciding where you want to start and shifting your energy back into that and coming back in, re-enter. Okay. All right. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I can't wait to see you back in the challenge. And if you're in it, stay in it and just look for when that avoidance wants to pull you away. And same thing, notice what's happening and just decide where you're coming back to and go do that. Take care.